Hello and welcome to this Minecraft house building tutorial from World of Minecraft. I'm Mary, and for the first house building tutorial, we'll start by creating a simple version of a famous architectural design in Minecraft. We'll look at some of the different building materials you can use, and how to transcribe some real-world elements into the Minecraft world. As you can see, I'm working in Minecraft 1.7.5 Creative Mode, with no mods except for the Jollycraft texture pack. First, let's take a look at the reference image of the house we're going to build. This is Frank Lloyd Wright's Falling Water, as you might recognize. You can find several reference pics of this online, and even some fancier versions of it in Minecraft if you'd like to get some design inspiration and clues. But for this lesson, we're going to stick to making a simple version of it to get used to transcribing real-world shapes into large Minecraft pixels. Start by choosing a location. As you can see from the reference image, we're going to want something slightly hilly and near at least a small source of water, though any size will do. So next, we have to pick out our materials. There's many options here to create the scene, but I've chosen to go with birch wood to create the color of the roof, some gravel to create the look of the rough stones in the earth, some clay to create the illusion of the smooth stone you see there, and obviously glass for the windows, and then the walls will be made of stone bricks. So let's start by creating a simple base for the house underneath the waterfall. As you can see, it's largely made of natural earth, so we'll be sticking to our clay and gravel. You can do this to your liking to match the photo. I'll be sticking to a relatively simple layered design. I'm going to stick for right now to building up the front wall of the house so that I can get this part to match the reference image I've got, and then I'll be building the rest of the house from my own idea and matching the architecture and matching the landscape that I've chosen here. So once we've got this vague front wall built up, you're going to want to create a mold for the waterfall. So we're going to use some gravel to stack up a tunnel in the shape that we'd like the water to then flow into the natural water source we have here. Once you've got that shape roughed out, go ahead and take your water bucket and create the waterfall starting from the top of the wall we've built here. Now that that's done, move on to creating the rest of the house design. Again, we're going to keep focusing on this front wall for now. Like I said, go ahead and use stone bricks to build up at least this first half of the front wall. Once you have that shape roughed out, you can come in and add the glass window. And once that's finished, you can increase the height of the waterfall if you'd like to, like I'm doing here. Go ahead and make the walls as high as you'd like before you cap off the roof with the birch wood planks. This will eventually become the second floor of the house, if that gives you an idea of how high you want to build it. As you can see, I'm not going to finish the full length of the floors yet. I'm sticking to this front half just to make sure I've got the right shape done. If you look at the picture, you can see that the second story roof is wider, and then the third story roof that we'll build above that will be thinner and extend out farther to the back. I've also made the roof 2 blocks thick to best recreate the look here in this house. So now that I've got that bit done, I'll go ahead and start shaping the third floor of the house. I'll use glass for this front wall as well, and then of course move back to our stone bricks for the rest. I'll use the same style birchwood ceiling with the 2 blocks thick, however this one will extend out past the front of the building so that it kind of overlaps the waterfall and will create that shade that we want, and also it's not going to be as wide as the first one. So now that we've got this iconic shape of the front of the building, we're free to go ahead and fill in the rest of the house shape sort of as we want. If you were really dedicated and wanted to spend more time on this, you could use your dirt, your gravel, and your clay to build up the ground around it and recreate a better hilly look as seen in the picture. But for this simple version, I'm just going to work around the landscape that I've been given here. So go ahead and use the stone bricks to fill in the rest of your walls. And I'm going to do this before I finish closing off the walls. I'll go ahead and add the stone staircase from here to the second floor and then put in the main door before finishing off my walls. Okay, so now make sure that you've got the walls built up to where the ceiling will be even all around it. And then go ahead and fill the ceiling out to the back of the house with the birch wood. And use the stone bricks to complete the ceiling where there is no wood, so that you don't have the wood be uneven. So go ahead and keep building up the walls and building back up the ceiling till you've got the second and third floors of the house done. And now that you've got that, you can see some of what we've done here. Thanks to the second floor ceiling being wider than the third floors, I've used that space to create something of a balcony that could be later used for things like you could potentially put dirt in here and grow some plants, as they would have access to sunlight. The staircase from the second to the third floor will lead into this balcony in the way I've built it. As you can see, I've also chosen to leave the first floor largely natural and still using the dirt shape, and I haven't hollowed it out. You could obviously change that if you'd like. You can get plenty of reference images of the inside of falling water if you'd like to recreate that. But for me, I sort of like this natural, roughed-in look, so I'm going to leave it like this. Finally, to make the building look more like it's encased by nature as it is in the reference image, I'll go ahead and start adding some more trees around the perimeter. This can be quickly done if you put your sapling down and then use bone meal on it a few times to make it grow. If you're in survival mode, of course, be very, very careful about using bone meal. Make sure that you're a far enough distance back from the tree that it doesn't grow into you. When I first started playing Minecraft, that was one of the first ways I died, was I was tending to someone's tree farm and got killed by a tree. So once you've got all the trees you'd like planted, you can now see we've got the basic Frank Lloyd Wright house and some experience transplanting real structures into block form. So I hope you guys like this tutorial and that you'll find plenty of use for it, and hopefully you can build upon this foundational knowledge in the future. Now that we've got a few of the basics out of the way, future tutorials will be a bit more complex, so look forward to them. Thanks for watching.